First and 10. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. He's going to air one out right away. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New York. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it. And the Jets will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Here's a first carry for their running back. He'll bring this up to the 22. Josh Metellus there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll work this out to the 23. A tackle made by the former first-rounder, Javon Kinlaw. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. To throw, it's McCarthy. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end. But in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert first downs underneath, but then
and he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This returnable with Reed. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. That's deep for Olave. And that is incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
On the give, it's Hall. Hall, a first down and more. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Jets. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Jets will move out to a 14-7 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. To throw is McCarthy. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. That's caught. It's Roman Wilson. It'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now give on the ground, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Looking to throw, McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. Second and 7. They'll go again with Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A throw right side is intercepted.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. It'll be a gain of 10 and just enough to move the chains. It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. His second touchdown of this first half. Reichard good with the extra point. The Vikings will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They put Wilson in motion. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
What a good run there. That's going to put him over 100 for today's game, Mike. And it just seems as the game goes on, this guy just seems to get better and better.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. Another run here with Hall. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Hall. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Here's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down. At least it appears that way. He got it maybe by the length of the football. Trying the left side, here's Hall. Oh. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now this time they'll look to throw. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
A give. Here's Hall. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds at the 2. A first down on a gain of 11.
A chance here for this back to really show his speed. He saw the room on the perimeter, and he was able to get around the edge. Thought he was going to get right to the pylon. Comes up just short. Down near the goal line, sets up 1st and goal.
This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Hall. He slams it in there, and he is in. Breece Hall, touchdown Jets. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Makes the score Jets 21, Vikings 14. First Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. Lots of space. Past the 45. Down the sideline to the 20. And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, Minnesota. Reichert now to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Vikings will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Williams in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
They'll go play action here with McCarthy. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
That's a throw that's going to make them cringe on Monday, Mike, in the film room. At this level, quick hitters, those quick, easy passes, those should be borderline automatic. But it was anything but this time around.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes a return from the 3. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to try it here again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. We'll try again. It's second and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to look downfield once again. And that is incomplete. Mike Williams, the one he was looking for. And it's going to be third down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to get the football at their own 40.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get this up close to a first down as the tackle is made right at the midfield stripe. They'll look to pick this up, third and a yard. On third and a yard, it's McCarthy. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
21.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. He'll try the right side this time. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 36 yards. 5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Here's McCarthy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
To throw, here's Willis. He's going to keep it himself.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the 1st down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Third and goal. Throwing is Willis. That's hauled in at the 2.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the board. It's always a little bit of a letdown when you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get free.
Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. This returnable with Reed. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. It's 1st down, and it's Paul. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Give up the middle with Hall. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, The opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
On the run, here's Hall, and that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. On play action, he'll set up to throw. His pass, caught. It's Chigokankwo. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Jets, 21.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. On the give, it's Hall. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now, faking the give. Throwing left side. And it's taken in by Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but he got the first down, so it's going to be 1st and goal. They're going to mark it at the 6. Here's a run. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal. One more time, they give it to Hall. And he's got another one. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New York. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. 3rd down coming up.
Deputy Ranger. Ready. Warriors, got to be.
Willis now to throw. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. And even 30 yards. Here's a run going left. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That's to the sideline and taken in by Wilson.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll try to run. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they get 4 on 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
On play action, here's McCarthy. First down throw there is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
A throw on the move is caught, and he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Willis. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Metellus.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hall. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. They'll run it with Hall. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
They'll drop to throw. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
They'll look to throw again. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up 3rd down.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd as they'll stop it with 25 seconds remaining on the clock.
And the Jets' 1st down.
This offense still has the 1 timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. Back to the air one more time. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Jets are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here, as the clock is stopped with 21 seconds to go in the game. This is 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Drive will start on the ground. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. So a win here for the Vikings. This